Whew. Not every sequel's terrible. Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. As you can see from the title, we are back again with yet another review. Now in today's review, we will actually be taking a look at my most recent New Balance pickup. I will be honest, it's actually been a while since we've had any New Balance on the channel, so I'm pretty gassed about these and I'm really excited for you guys to see this one. So just before we dive in, just like I always do, just want to welcome back all of my returning subscribers. And if you are new around here, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. If you do want to reach out to me outside of YouTube, you can find me most active on Instagram under ACS Sneakers. And now all the housekeeping's taken care of. Sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and dive straight into this video. So first things first, just like we always do, before we take a look at the shoes, let's just take a quick look at the packaging. And I will be honest, this packaging has definitely seen better days. I don't know what it is, but we've been getting quite a few shoes in recently, and they all definitely seem like they've been kicked around the park. Now this one did actually come with a pretty significant gash at the back, but you know, didn't really affect anything, just not necessarily the best thing to see when you're getting a new pair of shoes, but kind of is what it is. Now the box itself is just your pretty bog standard, pretty typical New Balance style, so pretty just basic, and I'm sure you've seen it quite a lot. Now in terms of like the label itself, I'm never going to read these, it's always a little bit of a mess of information, so I'll just show you guys exactly what it looks like. And this is a personal pair, as it is a UK 9.5. Now if we do actually just open up the box itself, if I can open that, on the inside we do get that New Balance tissue paper, and then underneath that we have the kicks. So if we now just go ahead and dive straight into the shoes. So the moment we've all been waiting for, in hand we have the New Balance 2002R in this black colourway. I honestly don't even know what the actual official name of this colourway actually is. Now these actually recently popped up on JD and they had my size sitting, and I think even now as I'm sat here doing this review, my size is actually still sitting. I can't believe it, especially considering how hard it was to get that grey colourway that actually dropped. And, you know, if you actually saw my top 10 favourite pickups for 2022 so far, the grey colourway did actually make the cut. So this was absolutely an absolute must-cop for me. I definitely wasn't going to let these pass me by. Having a nice darker tonal colour was definitely much needed for the collection. So if you are also looking to add these to your own personal collection, I'll break down everything that you need to know from materials through to sizing to hopefully help you guys decide if this is actually a worthwhile pickup for you as well. So just diving straight into this one, starting out with the upper to begin with. Now the upper on this one has actually been dressed in a really nice combination of grey, charcoal and black. And from a material perspective, we do see a combination of suede, synthetics, as well as some leather in there as well. So if we start from the front, at the base of the shoe we do have this thick black mesh material. On either side of the toe box we then have these black or even anthracite grey nubuck overlays, and then at the tip of the toe we do have a little pop of 3M in there as well. Super nice touch. Around the toe box on the mudguard we then have this pretty nice feeling rough suede. To be honest, I'm not sure if it is synthetic, and I honestly don't care if it is. The overall quality of it feels absolutely fine, and that overall rough texture to it is definitely going to serve a purpose considering it is at the front end of the shoe, so absolutely no complaints from me. But as we then actually work our way into the midfoot panels, starting with the lateral side, we again see that combination of that black mesh material along with those rough suede overlays like what we see around the toe box. Now one of my favourite features about this particular colourway is actually the New Balance branding. Now on the lateral side, it's been done in this like gel-like casing, actually encasing the New Balance branding itself. So underneath it, the actual N is done in a black colour with this gel-like coating around it. Whereas on the medial side, it's actually just embroidered stitching into the suede panels. Definitely adds a really nice balanced look to the shoe. The different New Balance branding on there might seem a little bit insignificant to some people. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't really look over these shoes before sitting down to record the review. I really like to, really get deep into the shoe as I'm actually doing the review. That may have sounded dirtier than it needed to be. But if we then actually just work our way onto the ankle collar, it's pretty much just more of the same in terms of that black mesh material. And then just underneath this, we have the 2002R branding. Underneath that, we do have this charcoal coloured suede, which actually wraps into the heel with that New Balance branding. And as we actually reach the heel of the shoe itself, in the centre, we do have more New Balance branding in there as well. And at the top portion of the heel, we do also have some more 3M detailing. One thing you definitely can't say about New Balance is that they're modest. They have New Balance branding all over this shoe. You definitely can't mistake who made these. And then if we do actually just circle our way back into the centre of the shoe, believe it or not, there's more New Balance branding just underneath the laces. Now the laces themselves are just your pretty typical flat black shoelaces. Underneath the laces on the tongue, we do have more black mesh material at the base of the tongue itself. But as we do actually work our way up the laces to the top of the tongue, we have a slight shake up for materials as it's done in a leather material. And then in the centre of the tongue, we do get that New Balance running branding in there as well. From there, as we work our way onto the inside of the shoe, we just get your pretty typical black nylon sock liner. Pretty nicely padded. I feel like overall the comfort on these is absolutely magnificent. A lot of that does come from the midsole, which we will get onto, but the overall padding in the sock liner is pretty nice as well. Now as we actually work our way back onto the outside of the shoe once again and work our way down to this crazy looking midsole. Now this midsole is actually a combination of two different types of materials, including Absorb as well as Absorb SBS at the heel for that all day comfort. As we work our way underfoot, we then have the Energy outsole done in a mostly all black colour, some splashes of white in there as well, and then you see that little grey section in, that is the stability web. Tying it all into one and actually, you know, experiencing this shoe and actually wearing it quite a lot, not necessarily this colourway, but the grey colourway. Honestly, this is the most comfortable shoe I've ever owned. Outside of wearing slides and things like that, like if I was to compare this to a Yeezy, to whatever Nike's offering is, this wins by a mile for me. So if you are looking for a very comfortable, well-made shoe, look no further than the 2002 R. I would genuinely challenge anyone to say a shoe that is more comfortable than this, because the comfort on these is next level.
You're goddamn right.
And just actually tie into the overall comfort side of things, when it actually comes to sizing, I'm definitely going to recommend that you do go at least a half size up. So for reference, I'm a UK size 9 with Air Max, and anything New Balance, I'm a 9.5. Never had an issue when I've gone half size up. When I've gone true to size, I've had quite a few different issues. So if you've never owned a pair of these before, if you can potentially try before you buy, for obvious reasons, that's going to be your best bet. But if you can't do that for any reason, just go half a size up, and I do think you'll be absolutely fine with that. And then other than that, we've pretty much covered everything that's worth mentioning about this shoe. So if we now just go ahead and just wrap up this video. So just to wrap up this video, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, to give these a rating, these for me are easily a 9 out of 10. Definitely fills a void in my life that I was looking for. I love the grey pair, but I live in Britain, it rains all the time, so it doesn't necessarily match up the best of the elements, but being that mostly black upper, it's going to work so well. I'm definitely going to be getting plenty of wear out of it, and this is going to be one of those pairs that gets left by the door, and it's just going to be something that I'm going to go to quite a lot. Don't get me wrong, I do try and rotate all my pairs in and out, but there are just certain ones that are just easier to go to, and as I touched on within the review, it doesn't get more comfortable than the 2002 R. So personally, very happy to have picked these up, very glad that they're sitting on shelves, and if you are looking to pick these up for yourself, I'd highly suggest that you just get over to JD, both your local retailer as well as online, see if any pairs are available in your size, and if you are looking to pick up this particular colourway, definitely don't hesitate. In my opinion, this is a really great looking shoe. I would love to get your guys' opinion on it as well, so do leave me all of your thoughts in the comment section down below and let me know what you think of my rating. Also, give me your ratings as well. And if you have stuck around to this point in the video, I just want to say a massive thank you. If you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And I hope to see you all again in the next one.